The message they send when you're not even saying a word. Seriously, think about it. Your lips? One of the most emotionally expressive, downright sensual parts of your body. And yet, most people completely underestimate them. We rush, talk too fast, kiss without really being there, smile without meaning it. And in that rush, we miss the golden moments, where real connection, real tension, and that deep magnetic attraction actually sparks. But when you slow it down, when you become aware of how you use your lips, everything shifts. A simple smile becomes a magnet pulling him closer. A kiss turns into a memory he replays for days. Even a pause in your words becomes this delicious little game. Your lips speak their own language, one that whispers straight to a man's primal instincts. I want to show you 5 incredibly powerful ways to use them. Not by being overtly sexual, but by being deeply intentional. Playing that quiet, confident game only magnetic women truly know. And the best part, any woman can do this. Forget lip size, looks, or makeup. It's about how you show up in the moment. Ready to unlock this subtle superpower? Let's dive in. Because once you see that look in his eyes, you'll know. Forget the polite, quick grin. The smile that truly lands. The one that lingers in his mind long after you've walked away. It's slow. It doesn't jump out from nerves or the need to please. It blooms from confidence, pure intention, and a spark of playfulness. This isn't the smile you plaster on to be nice. This is the smile that says, I know exactly who I am, and I'm loving this moment right here. Most women have no idea how utterly magnetic that kind of smile is to a man. It feels effortless, subtle, yet it hits with massive impact precisely because it's rare. Think about it. Our world is all fast talk, clipped interactions, scattered attention. Everyone's scrambling to impress, to say the perfect thing, to make a big splash. But the woman who deliberately slows it down, who holds back just a fraction, who lets her smile unfold like a slow, deep exhale, that's the woman who sticks in his thoughts. That magnetic smile isn't just about your lips curving upwards. It's the energy radiating behind it. It's holding his gaze for a heartbeat longer before the smile even starts to form. It's that tiny, potent pause between your thought and your expression. It's the unspoken vibe that you're not here to win him over. You're simply enjoying yourself and letting him share in that vibe. That kind of smile makes him feel like you're holding a delicious secret, one he desperately wants to uncover. It builds raw curiosity. It creates this palpable tension, and tension? That's where real desire ignites. The magic here? It's not about trying to be seductive in some obvious, over-the-top way. Actually, it's the opposite. It's rooted in your own grounded, feminine energy. It's the smile that comes when you're completely, utterly present. Not worrying about what he thinks, not planning your next move, just feeling the moment and letting that feeling naturally reach your lips. Men feel that presence, even if they can't quite explain it. It's intoxicating because it makes them feel truly seen, not as an audience for a performance, but as part of a genuine, shared moment. Here's the real power move. That slow, intentional smile works its magic just as powerfully in silence. Picture this. He's speaking. You're listening. Really listening. And as you take him in, your smile begins to form, slowly, thoughtfully. You're doing something most people don't. You're making him feel deeply seen and desired without uttering a single word. That moment, it leaves an emotional imprint. It disarms him, makes him feel uniquely special. And crucially, it signals you're not trying to impress him. You're genuinely enjoying him. That subtle shift changes the entire dynamic. That's what makes a man start to chase. Not just physically, but emotionally. Not just for attention, but for that profound sense of presence. Master this smile, and you've got a silent superpower in your corner. Forget trying to be the loudest in the room. True influence often sounds like the quietest. Picture this, a woman who understands the power isn't in volume, but in tone. She doesn't shout to be heard. She draws people closer by softening her voice, speaking with intention, and wrapping her words in a hint of mystery. This isn't about faking some breathy, unnatural sound. It's about deliberate calm, slowing your pace, creating an atmosphere that feels like a secret shared just between you two. When you drop your voice just a notch, when your speech becomes measured and intimate, something shifts. He has to lean in. And the moment he leans in, you've already created that electric tension most people chase through grand gestures. So many women overlook this. They think attraction needs constant energy, upbeat, charismatic, always on. And sure, that has its place. But the real magic happens in the contrast. When the world is shouting, scrolling, demanding attention, the woman who speaks softly becomes an oasis. Her voice changes the air around her. It feels calmer, warmer, undeniably magnetic. It's not about whispering seductively 24/7. It's about presence. It signals you're not rushing. You're anchored in the moment, fully in control. You create stillness. And in that stillness, his focus narrows entirely to you, to your words, to the subtle movement of your lips, to the rhythm of your breath as you speak. It becomes hypnotic, pulling him in without him even realizing the trap is sprung. Here's why this works beyond just sounding sexy. That softer tone builds emotional intimacy. It feels like safety to him. It's an unspoken permission slip to drop the act, to step out of performance mode and simply be. Because your quiet confidence says you're not desperate for his validation. You're inviting a genuine connection. That energy, it's grounding. It's rare. And honestly, it's addictive. So when do you use it? Not constantly. Use this power deliberately. When you share something you really want him to hear and remember. When you want to shift the mood from casual to charged. When you naturally lean closer during a conversation. Or in one of those beautiful charged pauses. Soften your voice as you restart the dialogue, injecting it with quiet electricity. The more comfortable you become in your own calm, the more potent this becomes. He might forget your exact words, but he'll never forget how your voice made him feel. Like he was the only person in the room. Like there was nowhere else he'd rather be. That's the whisper's power. Master that moment, and you don't just have his ear. You have his full attention, hooked and waiting. Let's talk about something subtle, almost instinctive, yet wildly potent. The way you touch your own lips. Not in some theatrical, over-the-top way. I mean those quiet, authentic moments. Catching your lower lip gently between your teeth while you're lost in thought, listening intently, or playfully holding back a laugh. That tiny gesture, done with awareness, it flips a quiet switch in a man's mind. Instantly. Forget exaggerated movie scenes. This isn't performative. It's sensual without being overtly sexual. Playful without tipping into childish. Its power lies in what it suggests. That there's a rich, internal world happening behind your eyes. That you're feeling something right now, and you're letting him glimpse just a fraction of it. That hint of withheld intensity? That's where fascination takes root. Men aren't captivated by what's handed over easily. They're drawn to what's revealed slowly, layer by subtle layer. Think about the impact. Mid-conversation. He says something intriguing, funny, or unexpectedly sincere. Your eyes soften. Your lips part, just slightly. And almost unconsciously, yet completely intentionally. Your teeth press gently into your lower lip for a heartbeat. It's disarming. It's a silent language screaming, I'm feeling this. I'm right here with you. That visual cue? It's intimate. It pulls him closer emotionally, even if you haven't moved an inch physically. The real beauty? This move demands 0 words. You don't need to explain, justify, or overperform. It flows from pure presence. From letting the moment wash over you and allowing your body to react authentically. When that bite happens not because you forced it, but because you were deeply tuned in, that's when it becomes unforgettable. It imprints on him. He might not consciously pinpoint why, but he'll replay that fleeting second later, because it wasn't just hot, it felt profoundly real. It was your body speaking a truth words couldn't capture. That effortless sensuality? That's what lingers. That's what makes him chase. Not because you gave too much, but because you revealed just enough to leave him utterly wanting more. Master this one, tiny, deliberate move, and you'll understand. The fiercest attraction often sparks when you're simply, powerfully being present. Let's clear up a massive misconception. A kiss isn't just a stepping stone to something else. When done with true presence, it is the destination. A purposeful kiss is slow, deliberate, and speaks louder than any words ever could. It says, I see you. I want this. And I'm savoring every second. So many kisses feel rushed, mechanical, expected, like checking a box on the way to the main event. But the woman who kisses with intention? She's unforgettable. She doesn't treat it like an obligation. She treats it like the whole point. The reward. She slows time. She reads his breath, the shift in his touch, the subtle pull of his body, and she responds in a way that makes him feel like the world just stopped spinning. That's what drives a man wild. Not just the physical act, but the deep, emotional resonance behind it. This isn't about grand theatrics. Often, it's the restraint that ignites him. The way your lips almost brush his before you pull back, just enough to make him ache. The way you linger close, sharing breath, building that delicious, almost unbearable anticipation. Or the way you hold his gaze, steady and sure, for one long, charged moment before your lips meet, letting your eyes promise what your mouth is about to deliver. That space between wanting and taking, that's where true obsession is born. Men are visceral creatures, yes. But they're emotional too, even if they rarely say it. A kiss like this, one that makes him feel utterly chosen, profoundly seen, and completely consumed, bypasses logic and lands straight in his core. He won't articulate why. He'll just know you kissed differently. That when your lips touched his, it wasn't just skin on skin, it was soul-deep communication. You were there. Fully. You felt it. And that alone sets you leagues apart from anyone who's ever kissed him on autopilot. Forget being the best in some technical sense. It's about being real. Undistracted. Unperformed. When a man feels that raw emotional electricity crackle from something as fundamental as a kiss, he doesn't just come back for your body. He comes back for the feeling only you create. Because in a world drowning in fast, forgettable moments, the woman who turns a kiss into a full-body, soul-stirring experience, she becomes the standard, the fantasy, the one he measures everything else against. That's the power you hold in your lips. Own it. Forget cold detachment. The most captivating kind of tease? It's warm, connected, alive. It's the art of playful tension that makes a man feel excited, genuinely seen, and deliciously off balance, in the best possible way. This isn't about playing games from insecurity. It's about creating a vibrant, rhythmic dance of anticipation, a back and forth that keeps the spark crackling. Most people mistake teasing for being coy or mysterious just to boost their own ego. The real magic? Intimate teasing. It whispers, I know you want me. I know I want you. And I'm relishing this delicious space before we rush. Men crave this. Deeply. That playful tension stirs something primal. It makes them feel like they're engaging with someone emotionally vibrant, someone who doesn't just give themselves away, but invites them to earn each thrilling moment. And the foundation? Pure confidence. A woman who teases with intention isn't hiding, she's shining. She's not afraid of the charged silence after a suggestive remark, the space between kisses where breath mingles, or the look that holds a heartbeat too long. She owns that space because her worth isn't up for debate. She is the moment. A playful tease can be effortless. He leans in close, drawn by your energy, and you pull back just an inch with a knowing smile dancing on your lips. It's letting your fingers trace a featherlight path down his arm, only to turn and walk away, leaving him wondering what universe he just slipped into. It's the spark in your eyes when you drop a cheeky, slightly cryptic comment, then glance away like the secret's yours to keep. These aren't grand gestures. They're subtle, almost insignificant, and that's why they drive him wild. They activate his innate desire to chase, to pursue, to decode you. In a world drowning in predictable, straight-line interactions, the woman who masters this flirtatious tension becomes utterly unforgettable. Understand this. Teasing isn't about control over him. It's about mastery of the moment. It's reading the room, sensing when he's leaning in emotionally, and gently, playfully pulling back just enough to fan the flames. It's showing him you adore the journey as much as the destination. When you become the woman who transforms those in-between moments into pure magic, he won't just be interested. He'll be obsessed. Because you're not another face trying to impress him. You're the experience he never knew was missing. You're the one who makes connection feel like an exhilarating adventure again. That, more than any outfit, any line, any single move, is what etches you into his memory. The playful tease is your invitation to be boldly feminine, effortlessly in control. Not by overpowering him, but by making every second vibrantly alive. Master this, and you won't just capture his attention. You'll take up permanent residence in his mind. Here's the raw truth nobody tells you enough. Sexual magnetism isn't about being the loudest, the most experienced, or memorizing a script. It's about showing up, fully, owning your energy, your body, your voice in a way that makes a man feel like this moment, right here with you, is unlike anything he's ever known. Whether it's the kiss that feels like a conversation, the tease that sparks a fire, the whisper that draws him into your orbit, or the way your eyes hold his before your hands ever touch, what makes you unforgettable isn't the action. It's the feeling you create. That's the attraction that lingers. That's the connection he replays long after you're gone. That's what turns a flicker into a flame. But this power doesn't start between the sheets. It starts within you. When you tap into your own innate sensuality, when you stop doubting if you're too much or not enough and start trusting the electric current of your own presence, everything shifts. Men feel that energy radiating from you. It's magnetic, undeniable. So if you take one thing from this today, let it be this. Your power doesn't come from chasing him, pleasing him, or twisting yourself into knots to impress him. It flows from owning your presence, from showing up unapologetically, authentically, deliciously you. Practice being in your body. Speak like you mean it. Hold the gaze. Tease with joy. Kiss like it's the only thing that matters. And above all, trust that the right man won't just be drawn to that energy. He'll be utterly captivated by it. You're not just attractive. You're unforgettable.